I wish to acknowledge that from the beginning, and in particular paragraph 6 of this address, the President said the following, that to my understanding, the concerns and issues voiced by millions of Kenyans about the state of our nation deserve meaningful engagement through understanding and thoughtful response. Honorable Speaker, from the beginning and from the preamble of the speech, it was very clear that the President has noted that there are challenges that Kenyans face in this country. Honorable Speaker, it is good that the President has acknowledged that there are certain challenges, and the purpose of this speech was for the President to assure and to reassure the nation that we are on the right trajectory. Honorable Speaker, the President touched on many things, on the issue of agriculture, affordable housing, and corruption. Honorable Speaker, on the issue of corruption, this House has an obligation to assist this President, to assist our President fight impunity and corruption. Honorable Speaker, as a House, we have an obligation. And the only way to fight corruption and impunity in this country is through a strong parliamentary oversight. Honorable Speaker, as a House, if we do not fight and if we don't stand firm and fight impunity and corruption in this country, then we shall be doing a disservice to Kenyans and the President in this country. Honorable Speaker, if you look clearly at the words of the President, these are carefully chosen words by the President. If you look at page 17, of this speech, Honorable Speaker, the President says this, that our national democratic culture expresses itself energetically through robust discourse, boldly speaking truth to power. Honorable Speaker, those are the words of the President. He said very clearly that this House and Kenyans must speak truth to power. Honorable Speaker, outside there is a perception by the members of the public that this House has become a rubber stamp of the executive, that this House has become a praise and worship of the executive. Honorable Speaker, that is the perception of Kenyans out there. And to redeem the image of this House, Honorable Speaker, we must not be a praise and worship as envisaged by the members of the public. Honorable Speaker, when it comes to the question of loyalty and the question of speaking the truth, Honorable Speaker, we should speak the truth at any moment, at any point as a House. Honorable Speaker, on the issue of Adani, Honorable Speaker, I want to thank the President for cancelling the Adani engagement. Honorable Speaker, if you look at the speech of the President, if you read carefully, under page 23, the President says this, that in the face of undisputed evidence of credible information on corruption.
Yes, KJ. Order, Timothy. KJ.
Mr. Speaker, it is not my intention to disrupt my very good friend, the Honorable Toroitich.
Go ahead, you have already disrupted him.
My question, Mr. Speaker, is whether the member is in order to say that the public envisions for this parliament to be a praise and worship choir. And I'm sure he did not mean that the public envisions this place to be such. And I hope that maybe it is his English that is failing him, because I know he's a lawyer. There is no way he would imagine that the public envisages this parliament to be a praise and worship choir for the executive, Mr. Speaker.
Timothy, is that what you said?
Honorable Speaker, if you listen carefully, I said outside there is a perception by the members of the public that this House is a rubber stamp of the executive. Honorable Speaker, that is a perception that is there in the public. Honorable Speaker, I therefore will not withdraw my words, and I've said that the only way to fight corruption and impunity in this country is through a strong parliamentary oversight. Honorable Speaker, if we lapse, and the only way we can assist our President to fight impunity and corruption is by oversighting the executive. Honorable Speaker, as a senior counsel, Montesquieu when he talked about separation of powers in this country. He envisaged that there should be a legislature, an executive, and a judiciary. Honorable Speaker, we should play our oversight role without fear or any kind of intimidation so that we live up to the ideals of our role as members of parliament in this house. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
David Bowen.